If nobody ever knew that you're a believer, let your work stand out so much that when somebody is intrigued with who you are, they would look you up and they would realize that, oh, so this great worker, this great product actually came from somebody who has a strong conviction. That, I believe, is what makes you identify as a good Christian worker. Hi, my name is Ombaka Vincent, and I'm an associate of FOCUS. I'm trained as a lawyer, and I work as a policy consultant and also as an entrepreneur. My question today is, how do you establish credibility as a Christian worker? And I would say the first thing that comes out in terms is the fact that God works through work. And so it means if there's nothing else, if people don't get to know that you're a Christian, if people don't hear about your identity, people should see your Christianity in the quality of your work. The Bible says you do, the book of Colossians chapter 3 verse 23 says that do everything as unto the Lord. So you must be that Christian who is big in terms of your skill. Make sure that you know everything that you need to know to get your work done. Make sure that you're somebody who is constantly improving your style of work, particularly in the era of technology. Get to figure out which technology is coming in to improve my work. Is it AI? How can I be able to use AI to get my work to be better? Of course, beyond that, it's important that the people that you work with in your work environment get to understand your faith based on the decisions that you make. Whether it's an opportunity to speak out your faith as a believer and attest to it, whether it is how you're going to handle yourself when people go to a cocktail, the decisions you're going to make when people have a chance to compromise integrity. You know, simple things like if you're told to declare mileage and people are declaring 1,000, for you need to be able to declare that your mileage is 100 shillings because that is what it was meant to be. So I think those are some of the small nuggets that come up to mind in terms of identifying yourself as a Christian worker. So your quality of work really matters in terms of your output. Number two, making sure the people you work with know that you are a believer and making sure you improve your skill. You are those people who are reliable, you are those people who are savvy, you are those people who are just enlarging your scope in terms of what you do. I think those are the things that really matter in terms of establishing yourself as a Christian worker. And as I said, if nobody ever knew that you're a believer, let your work stand out so much that when somebody is intrigued with who you are, they would look you up and they would realize that, oh, so this great worker, this great product actually came from somebody who has a strong conviction. That, I believe, is what makes you identify as a good Christian worker. The other issue I'd want to bring out is the challenges you're likely to face in terms of establishing your identity as a Christian. First of all is the fact that not everybody may ascribe to your work ethic. In fact, sometimes by having the proper work ethic and wanting to give quality work, people will think like you're becoming McMende or you're becoming this person who is trying to make other people look bad. And that's a big issue you need to be able to address. So that becomes a challenge. I mean, I'm told of a story of somebody whom people were coming in late, but everybody used to write that they've come in at 8. But he came in at 8:30 and he wrote 8:30. And that bothered everyone. Or you might find that when people are going for a meeting and a report needs to be written, you are the one who is constantly volunteering yourself to go above and beyond, and that may offend people in your place of work. Of course, the other challenge you might get is you may enter a workspace where secularism is celebrated. Maybe your boss, because particularly for young workers, one of the ways that many companies reward young people is maybe through after parties and drinking and all that. And so the people would expect to join them in their culture and you're staying away. Those are some of the challenges you might face because people are going for a drink up in a club and that is part of the company policy, and you're saying, no, me, I can't do that. I can only show up and say hi and walk away because I don't drink. It's not my thing. And so if you are thinking of motivating people through drinking, that is not up for me. Those are some of the challenges you are likely to face within our workspaces. Of course, there are other integrity-based issues, like we know that Some companies have ingrained corruption in their procedures, and therefore they're telling you, you take this file, na hii ni pesa ya mkubwa. You need to be able to facilitate something, and it's something you're not comfortable doing, and you may have to confront that particular bit. I think the other issue I'll also bring up is very important to have a vibrant Christian community. And I've come to realize that it's not always automatic that you'll find the community in your church. So it's a good idea when you find a place like within Focus Associates, some of your former friends, people you left campus with, people you are with in the Christian Union, maybe even if you have a professional forum, whether you're doctors, engineers, you're Christians. I know different people have different kinds of forums. It's a good idea to hang around such kind of spaces where you can have valuable community, people whom you can be able to meet and speak with the challenges you're facing within your professional line, and they'll understand what you're talking about. And sometimes also I've seen other believers who have chosen to just explore multiple communities. So yeah, you know, every week I do my BS at church, but also maybe twice a week or every month I'm able to hang out with my friends from campus and other believers whom I knew. And I think also maintain those personal friendships that add value to you. Have at least 2 or 3 or 4 people whom you share similarity with in terms of the profession, and you can be able to exchange notes and encourage each other in the faith. Thank you.